All right, welcome, Realtoring podcast. Today we have a very special guest. Rookie year 2010, average house price in 2010 was 327K. Voted Ottawa's best realtor multiple times.
Self-proclaimed.
Ryan Benjamin, thanks for coming, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, it is an honor, an absolute honor. All right, so we pretty much get right into it. The houses aren't going to sell themselves, as I like to say. So we like to start with some cognitive baselines for all our realtors. We're going back to the year 2010. Your first listing was on Waterford Way.
Yes.
Now, a point for each that you can guess or remember. List price, sell price, days on market, and bonus if you can remember the realtor on the other end of the deal.
Yes. Okay. So the realtor on the other end was Patty Glover.
Amazing.
I was spoiled. It was my mother's house.
Oh,
Funny enough. It was
amazing.
my
Okay.
mother's
So you're going to
house.
know this intimately because she still reminds you about
The
it.
price point, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get it right. The price point, I believe, I think we had it at 415 and sold for 425.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Close?
List 435.
Yeah.
Sell 440.
Okay.
2 days on the market.
Yeah.
So you're over ask on your very first list.
I was over asked. I felt like an all-star at that moment. But man, I was spoiled. Like when I got into real estate, I had a couple of upcoming listings pretty much right off the gate, but I had no idea what I was doing. And I was spoiled because of the type of market we were in as well. Right. So it was like a seller's market, which I didn't really even understand at that moment. So when I put this house up for sale, I did kind of my marketing and I was able to get an offer that quickly. My mindset of real estate, which is like, my gosh, this is easy.
Yeah, this is
I'm
the
gonna
easiest
absolutely
business.
kill it. And little did I know.
Very impressive. Anything else you remember about it? Anything like jumps to mind selling your mom's place?
It was
Added pressure or was it chill?
It was added pressure for sure, because it was my mother and her spouse at the time, and the fact that our original offer we got was the list price. I kind of was a little bit of aggressive, and I guess it was a bit of the ego too to sit there and see if I can get more for it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really even come with a strategy in regards to how I was going to counter an asking price. And my mother was actually asking me, like, what are you going to do to actually be able to get them, get us more money? And it was honestly like me close my eyes and take a shot in the dark and just threw a number at them. And they were so committed. And Patty was unbelievable. She was so amazing to me. I think she kind of knew it was my first deal as well. But she was actually purchasing it for a family member for her as well. And she was actually planning on living there and having the basement, because I had a walkout basement, as her office. So it was kind of a cool scenario. But she treated me very well.
Sometimes a little hand holding.
A little hand holding, right?
Amazing. Thank you, Patty Glover.
Thank you.
Give her a follow. All right, let's move on. Do you have any realtor pet peeves that are particularly irksome at the moment?
Pet peeves. I would say the one thing that just gets me going is when you're dealing with any sort of realtor and they bring their years of experience in the mix within a 10-minute dialogue. That is like my kryptonite. It is infuriating when I hear that. And I don't know what it is. It's just, I just don't understand the concept. I don't understand the leverage behind speaking those terms. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that you're a fan of or not.
Oh, I've heard it before.
My gosh.
Yeah, I've heard it, and you're the second person to mention that actually. So it's obviously like a big thing for people, a sort of a power dynamic that I think sometimes realtors try and use when maybe they don't have the.
I don't know if it's a intimidating factor. I just don't get it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
So the question is, are you going to use that one day?
I have full intentions of never using that
Never
again.
using it. Okay.
Because I probably could be embarrassed myself if I sat there and said, I've been doing this for 13 years and looking like a goof.
I think my current pet peeve are robocalls. I don't know if you get these calls, but like 2 to 3 times a week, the phone rings and then there's always like a 2 or 3 second delay, and then it's hello, Carlos. I'm like, yes. Well, so and so from so and so Realty wanted me to reach out. Wanted me to reach out personally because they feel that you would be a great fit for their team. I'm like, oh, is that right? And like a lot of times they'll say the realtor's name incorrectly.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, are you so? This was like directed from this realtor. Like he gave you explicit directions to contact me, Carlos Fernando at England Volkers. Oh, absolutely. I'm not just on some list, right? No, you're very special. I'm like, oh, well, it makes me. You're the third person this week that's made me feel that special, so I thank you.
I've actually done this twice where I've told me, you know what, I am interested. Please have that agent call.
Yes.
Just to kind of play around a little bit. Just kind of see, understanding that concept. But
the time that you wasted of mine on
Yeah.
that phone call, I insist on wasting your time.
Please.
That's right. Karma. All right. Next, we're doing a lot of realtor complaining actually today. Do you have any realtor cringe words? So we put you in charge of the MLS for a day. You can outlaw the use of any word in the public remarks.
okay.
What word are you striking from the public remarks, and why?
Strike it from the list. Let's see. I would say gleaming hardwood floors.
Oh, gleaming hardwood floors.
Yeah. That, and you know what? I have been a sucker. I have used it once or twice before. Based on not being as creative with my descriptive words.
Yeah.
So I have been a sucker and I've done that before, but that is one word that for some odd reason, I would love that to be removed.
Listen, 100% of realtors have typed the words gleaming.
Oh yeah.
Hardwood floors. I think I would also be guilty of that, no question. I think my most recent one was I was texting with a realtor about a cottage rental, and it wasn't clear that they were a realtor, but they came back and said, well, this is a very sought after
Yeah.
property. I'm dealing with a realtor right now. These are my people. I know how to deal with these people. All right. Let's move on. One of my favorite TikToks are these geoguessers. So these are these guys that you can show them the dirt in like any country in the world,
Okay.
and they can tell you not just what country it is, but they can pretty much narrow it down to like a 200-meter radius. They're like, oh, like this particular plant only grows in this spot. So, as a second part of our realtor tests,
Oh, fantastic.
I'll give you a few pictures, and you need to do your best to tell me where in the city.
Oh, goodness.
Where in the city are you right there?
Where am I in the city right here? Well, this is going to be partially embarrassing. You recognize one or two buildings and then you see something else and you're kind of like, all right, that's going to
Wait,
throw
maybe
it
that's
off
not
a bit.
there, right?
For some odd reason, I'm going to say Bell's Corners.
Boom! You got it.
Is that
Those
it?
corners. Bel
Wow.
Air. Yeah, that's good. All right, swipe right.
Swipe right.
Or wait, swipe left.
Okay. Oh, I actually did what you told me to. All right.
Number 2.
Number 2. Barhaven.
Nice.
Is that it?
How'd you know? Yeah.
Because of that new Lapine building there on the back.
All right, very
Yeah.
good. Continue
All right.
swiping.
Let's see. Maryville Road.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll give it away.
The Harley Davidson.
Harley Davidson.
Nice.
Everybody knows the Harley dealership.
Yes.
All right. You got 2 more. You got
Two more?
You're 3 for 3, by the way.
I'm impressed with myself, to be honest with you. Let's see here. We're in Canada right now. Damn, I don't know the road. But it looks like it's near Brook Street. Does that sound about right?
No, I don't think that one is.
Damn
Let me
it.
see.
Oh, lie. Okay, I'm taking that back.
Okay.
Taking that back.
Okay.
This is Billings Bridge, RA Center.
Oh, you got it. Yep, pulled it out of the fire.
Had to regroup. Had
Four
to
for
regroup.
four. Last
for
one.
four?
Last
All
one. I'm
let's do it.
impressed.
Jeez, I have no idea what this is. Man,
Very distinctive feature.
it is.
Distinctive art piece. Come on, man. This
Come
is
on,
for 100%.
figure
5
it
for
out.
5. This is for 5 for 5.
Aviation?
No.
Close?
Island Park.
Damn it.
Dude, 4 to
Damn
5.
it.
Very
I
respectable.
was going. This was like the one. This was going to be my nervous one right there. That's
4 to
impressive.
5 is very respectable.
I appreciate
We'll
that.
see what the people at home get on that.
Okay, I'm like my palms are sweating and everything. I had to step up here.
All right, moving on. You're a football guy.
Yes,
Real football guy.
used to be a real football guy. Yeah.
Okay. So played
I'll
for
take
who?
it.
Played for who?
So I played. So I played in high school, and then I played at St. Mary's University.
Amazing.
Yeah. So did that for 4.5 years. Lost 2 Vanier Cups, which is great.
Lost 2 Vanier Cups.
But good to be there.
Made it two
Made it 2.
Vanier
Yeah.
Cups.
Made it 2.
As the positive. That glass half
sprinkle
full
a little
version,
confidence. I
right?
appreciate that.
All right. So listen, the Chiefs are holding walk-on tryouts.
Okay.
You crush it. You make the team. Okay, you got a chance for a ring. You're off to KC. You're hanging up your realtor license.
Okay.
What realtor do you want to do your last deal with, and why?
My last deal with. This would be a person who I haven't done a deal with yet.
Okay.
But even if the deal came together or not, I know that the conversation would be amazing. We would both be very creative in trying our best to make it happen. And I don't see any side losing if it came together or not.
Okay.
And that would be John Lindsay.
Oh, yes.
He is probably one of the most genuine, entertaining human beings that I've met in this industry. And yeah, he's just an awesome guy.
He's a
and I
genuine guy.
haven't done a deal with him, and I would love to do a deal with him.
I don't think I've done a deal with him either, actually. Everybody knows John Lindsay pretty
Yeah.
much. You walk down the street with him and he's saying hi to everybody. He is probably certainly one of the most outgoing, and I even cringe saying nice things about him because he's one of my best realtor friends. I was actually hoping you weren't going to choose John Lindsay.
I apologize.
I'm like, oh, now I have to say nice shit about
I
John
know
Lindsay.
it's hard.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I mean, I much prefer some of his family, to be honest.
Fantastic family.
Daughter, wife, mother, sister, all realtors.
All realtors, all fantastic.
All fantastic
Amazing
people.
bloodline, let me tell you.
Yes, a strong real estate bloodline for sure. All right, well, John Lindsay, I think is a good choice, but I don't think we should spend any more talking about him. So,
Fair enough.
John Lindsay, give John Lindsay a follow. Give the Lindsay team a follow.
Oh, they're awesome.
All right, we love you, John. All right, let's talk to some first-time buyers out there.
Okay.
You're buying right now. You're a first-time buyer. You're helping first-time buyers. What's your most underrated Ottawa neighborhood that you feel has the biggest upside?
Underrated area that has the biggest upside. You know what? I do really like Mville Acres for what you're getting for your dollar personally. The fact that you can get like a really well-built home, even though a lot of them are outdated to a certain extent, but there are some really nice lots, really nice functional floor plans you can get. And for your dollar, compared to if you took that dollar and you took it kind of in any suburban area, anywhere more towards inner core, I think you're getting a great product.
I love it. Close to the hospital.
Close to a hospital, close to all amenities. It's fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah, I dig it. I like the bungalows. You're right. Lot sizes are great. Like tree-lined streets.
Yeah.
It's green. It's
And a communal
away.
feeling. Communal feeling.
Absolutely. All right. Shout out Elmville Acres. We love you. All right. Let's say you're a brand new agent starting in the business.
Okay.
You are now 14 years in.
Yep.
So highly experienced, highly sought after. What advice do you have for a brand new agent starting in the business What do you want to focus on your first 12 months?
Focusing your first 12 months, I would say, and again, this is based on making the mistake myself, is building the foundation, building your systems, and also in my personal, my personal viewpoint is to have a bit of calluses on your hand, like have a more to have your emotions in check. I find that is very important to be able to understand that it's a very emotional industry, and there's highs and lows. And if you're able to manage your emotions, I do find that's going to help you in the long run. But to be consistent and again, have build that foundation and build that structure. Because again, when I started, I was in the seller's market and I was a spoiled brat where you put a sign up and it was selling with multiple offers on it. And again, we just came back from a market like that, not too long ago. And because I was in that market, I wasn't able to really position myself to really succeed because I didn't have those foundations in place. I didn't have like a proper CRM system. I didn't have a follow-up system. Even kind of like my templates that I've had, like I was just riding from the seat of my pants. And I really did that for probably 2 years. And my first year, I probably did maybe about 10 deals. And then my second year, I did about like 18 to 20 deals. And I thought I was hot shit. And again, as I said, I thought this was very easy. And then once my third year came in, I actually did shittier in my third year than I did in my first year. And then in my fourth year, I didn't really even improve. So I had to sit there and scrap everything and literally start fresh.
Well, when you're not on the grind, right? You're like, oh, this is easy. I'm going to coast, put it into neutral after year 2.
Exactly. And I learned the hard way. And even to this day, it still gets me a little bit angry in the sense where like I always feel like I lost 3 years of real estate because I didn't treat it the way I should have treated real estate. So I always have that in my back of my head in a sense where if there's any time that I'm kind of slack or anything like that, like remember how stupid I was in those years and be like, don't do this again.
Right.
And it's very, very humbling. And I do find real estate such a humbling business. And again, it's the same thing what I was saying before about, being able to manage your emotions.
Yeah, I like that idea. You mentioned the calluses. I'm reminded of that. There's this guy that his goal was to just go out and get rejected once a day for I think maybe every year. And it was just like random things, right? Like he would go to a coffee shop and he would just ask if he could have his coffee for free.
Yeah.
Like these little things.
100%.
And eventually he just built up these callus where he didn't care. Like the rejection didn't matter anymore to him, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's maybe something there too, which is like just go out, get rejected.
Yeah.
Right. Like 100%. A little rejection, consistent rejections. And then once you've sort of built that resistance to it, it doesn't affect you as much anymore. And then I think a lot of that fear is gone, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. That's a good tip for all you new realtors. Moving on, we are realtoring with Ryan Benjamin. Ryan, as we mentioned, you're a football player.
Yep.
All right. Let's say Toronto Real Estate Board has challenged us to a football game. Winner gets control of, let's like the Kingston board. Let's say. All right.
I like it.
You're captain naturally. You need to build me a team based purely on OREB members. Okay. Who are you selecting for the team? What positions are they playing? Give me like, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 guys. Or girls.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to go co-ed on this for sure.
Okay.
Let's see. As my quarterback, I would take Brent McKellern. I think that guy's an absolute stud.
You think he's still got the arm after all these years?
Oh, he's a natural athlete, man.
All right.
Natural athlete. So I would definitely take him. And again, I'm relating it based on athletic ability, my thoughts, and also based on impact in real estate as well. So
okay.
That's kind of like this is where the angle I'm taking from. I would take Tammy Laverty.
Oh yeah.
She has the genes of football. based on her father and her family. She's an absolute a killer. So I would take that. She has great hands.
Okay.
She can catch the deep ones. I would also take Kim Lilico from EV. She is attention to detail. She's tall. She's a killer in real estate as well. So I would definitely take her.
Okay.
So she'd be on my team. Then I'll probably add it too. My running back, I would take Jason Spartalis.
Oh, yes.
He is a
Right.
bowling ball. I actually played football against him as well. That man can hit, let me tell you. So I would definitely take him. And then my last one I would take, I shouldn't say last one. I could probably name another 3 or 4, would be Joni Campbell. I have Joni Campbell as my wide receiver. She is a real estate assassin. She is so, if you want to picture a perfect agent, I would say Joni Campbell is.
She's putting in the work.
She's put in the work. She is so humble. She's so passionate about it. She's just so genuine. Like I can't say nice things about her.
Lots of love for Joni Campbell for sure. All right, that's a dream team.
That would be my dream team, football real estate team.
Nice. You got room for like a water boy? You mean I'm clearly on the injured?
Oh, don't listen.
Right.
You'd definitely be on it. You'd definitely be the wideout for sure.
All right.
I've seen those. I've seen the athletic ability.
I got your towels. All right. All right. Ryan, are you comfortable talking about some interesting showings that you've had? I haven't gotten the full story, but you've given me a bit of a preview. Some of the craziest things that you've walked in on during some viewings.
I have walked into a house with at the coffee table of a mountain of cocaine with other
No.
people around it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When you say mountain, can you like over under this for me? Like I'm curious.
Over under? Yeah. Over under based on what? Based on kilos? If I give you answer to kilos, then it's not going to be a good look here. Just say it was a miniature sandcastle. How about that? Miniature
and
sandcastle.
so people around it partaking.
Were, I would say 1 was partaking and 3 were in shock.
Did they offer? Did they
They
ask
did
you to
not
join
offer.
them? No.
They did not offer. But my clients ran out very quickly.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Pure
a-
fear.
Yeah, well,
Understandably so.
wouldn't be my ideal thing to walk into. And all right, Ryan, where does your family is also involved in the daycare industry?
Yes.
Okay. What's worse, a temper tantrum from a 3-year-old who's on like binky withdrawal,
Okay.
or a realtor who just didn't get their offer accepted in multiple offers? Which would you rather have to deal with?
And that one is also a tantrum?
Oh yeah.
Both tantrums?
Oh, it's a massive tantrum.
Which one can I handle?
Because their number was the same as the other offer that was accepted, and you didn't accept theirs.
Oh, it was the exact same price point.
Same price point.
Same price point.
That's a huge tantrum.
But they just weren't happy with the choice.
It's a binky level withdrawal tantrum.
And which one would I rather handle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which one's worse?
Which one is worse? I would say, man, I can handle a 3-year-old tantrum.
Yeah.
I can handle. I have a few of those under my belt. So I would say I can probably handle that 3-year-old tantrum.
All right.
Yeah, I can handle that one.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just hit end on the call with the realtor.
We'll do that. We'll do
A polite thank you for your offer. We appreciate your time.
that. Great question though.
That just came out. I just lost last night. So. That's why.
I love it.
That's fresh in my mind.
I love it.
All right. Listen, thank you, Ryan, very much for coming. As a thank you, you get your choice. Do you like brunch?
I love brunch.
Who
That
doesn't
is
like
my favorite
brunch?
meal
I like brunch.
or favorite time.
All right. Gift card. You get your choice. You got to pick. You just got to tell me why. There's a gift card to Brown's Social House
Okay.
or Chesterfield's. 2 great Ottawa brunch spots.
Okay.
Pick one and tell me why.
I would take Browns for the reason that it is just closer to my house.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. that gift card is for you.
I
The other
appreciate that.
one,
Thank you very much.
somebody like and comment on this video.
Please.
And we will draw for this Chesterfield's gift card.
That's fantastic. Great
Everybody-
spot too.
Ryan, thank you. Really appreciate you coming out and save some listings for the rest of us.
I'll try
Would you?
my best.
Thanks, brother.